Next thing you guys were down 23 there, just talking about the fight you guys came back and had a chance to make it a one possession game with a minute left.
Yeah, I thought we got it to 6, and Clay had a good look. I think to cut it to 3, and then they go on a 10-0 run. The guys fought. We didn't shoot the ball well at all tonight from the free throw line or from the 3.
Losing Flag and Gaffer, how did that impact the game tonight?
Yeah, I think when you lose Coop and Gaff to sprained ankles, two guys you're dependent on, but next guy up, and the group that was out there fighting gave us a chance.
Coop tried to come back in that game late second quarter. Just how did you guys decide at halftime? Hey, it's best to just keep him out of this one.
Yeah, he stepped on someone's foot, and so I think the last game he twisted his ankle too. So they decided to hold him for the second half, and so next man up.
Do you happen to know if that was the same ankle from last night or different?
That I don't know. It's his left ankle. I think both. It's his left ankle for Coop, and for Gaff, it's his right ankle.
Do you know right now if either will play tomorrow?
Don't know.
What'd you see from Caleb Martin tonight?
Oh, he was great. His energy, his fight. He's a big part of the reason why we were in the game. He was competing on the defensive end and the offensive end. He was big for us. We had a scrappy group out there that competed turnovers, and we converted into points. Tonight was hard for our shooting, but the guys kept playing.
Caleb setting his Mavericks career high tonight. What do you think he needs to do heading into the next couple games to keep the high level of play up moving forward on the offensive end?
Yeah, well, he's going to get minutes, due to injury, so next man up. And so he's always been positive. He's been patient to wait his turn. He's getting his opportunity now.
You guys say next man up a lot, but there was one point you're down double digits and PJ's like just running full steam down the court. How do you get them to continue to buy in and play hard?
They have no choice. That's a simple answer. They're pros. Their character is going to be tested in hard times, and this is a hard time for us. We've had a lot of injuries. We kind of jokingly said that we're getting healthy, but we've been hurt since day one of training camp, and so this is the norm. This is who we are, and so the character has been displayed in tough times of being down, but we keep fighting. And so we always say next man up, but that is a true statement. Because of the injuries, our two ways give us a spark. Ryan was good tonight. B. Will was good. And Miles had some great looks that just didn't go down for him tonight.
How hard is it to guard Jamal Murray?
He's good. He should have been an all-star probably a couple of years ago, but he should be an all-star this year. He's one that can take over the game, and we saw that tonight.
Naji had back-to-back 20-point games. Just what are you seeing from him in the last couple games?
Yeah, he was big for us scoring-wise. And he's taken full advantage of the opportunity of handling the ball, getting us in our offense, and then his scoring ability in the paint has been at a high level here for us.
And then what did Brandon Williams bring off the bench in his return?
Yeah, I thought he was a little rusty, but I thought there late he started to find his groove getting into the paint. And then getting to the free throw line, I think he had 12 free throws attempted, and so for that's really good, and we're going to need that as we go forward. Thanks.
As you guys trailed by as many as 23, cut it down to nearly 5 points there in the fourth quarter. Just, I guess, what went into the comeback, and what went into the comeback?
Just intensity. I feel like we was bringing it on defensive end, getting stops, and I feel like we was pushing the pace on offense. So getting good shots. Some of our best offense is when we get out in transition. So I felt like we was doing that, and it was working for us.
How'd you see it kind of slip away?
Denver made some shots. They played well as a team together. They're always trying to find each other, and they just hit some shots in the fourth quarter, start the fourth off. So shout out to them. Just got to go back to the drawing board.
How much did losing Cooper and Gaffer tonight impact the game?
A lot. We all know what Cooper brings to this team, so as well as Gaff. So those are two big presents that we've already, that we need on top of what we already lost. So it's just unfortunate, but next man up.
You talk about the relationship that you have with Cooper. I know last game after he came back from the injury, you gave him like a thumbs up.
Uh, just making sure he's all right. I would have did that for anybody. Hopefully he's still okay. You know, with this injury right here, I didn't even get to talk to him, but I hope he's good.
What's it like guarding Jamal Murray?
One of the best players in the league. Get 3-level scorer. He get any type of shot he want, and just a great player, man. So shout out to Murray. He had an unbelievable game tonight. Shout out to him.
Naji,
What are you seeing from Caleb Martin? Just you maybe in practice that we're starting to see now that he's getting more minutes.
I think he's just starting to get his feet back under him. And he's being the Caleb we all used to. So proud of him. You know, a lot of people don't make it back from what he was going through and dealing with. So just proud to see him out there balling, and I hope he can keep it up because we need it.
Naji, we talked to you earlier this week at shoot around. You said that you love the game, you love to work. It's really evident in your style of play, especially when you're driving in the paint and hitting that automatic floater. How do you kind of just constantly play with this relentless effort night in and night out?
Just putting hard work behind my faith and just trusting God's plans for me. He's the reason I'm here. So, you know, I work, like I said, I work hard in the gym and I just trust his plan for me. I'm solely here because of him. So I go out there and have no fear and just do what I'm comfortable with and live with the results.
Naji, 24 points for you tonight. What was going right for you offensively?
It's getting downhill, getting to my floater, getting to my spot, running in transition, and just feeding off my teammates. Thank you, guys.
Caleb, you had a fast break and a big dunk. What was that like for you to kind of hear the crowd going crazy for you?
Yeah, it was fun. That was fun. I was like one of the more fun games I've played since I've been here, and obviously probably best offensive game I've probably had since I've been here. It's just fun to be out there and be a part of the competition and make an impact.
I saw Klay Thompson kind of dap you up after the dunk. Are you two really close? Is he one of your good friends on the team? What's y'all's relationship?
Yeah, I mean I'm really close to everybody. Like I got a great relationship with everybody. All these guys are really good guys, and we really do have a really tight group. Obviously we're figuring some stuff out and trying to get all the bodies and pieces together, but we really do have a big group of good guys. So we all root for one another. It's just sometimes it's tough and we're in some unfortunate circumstances at the moment, but at the end of the day we stay level-headed and still each other's we root for each other at the end of the day.
You had a game high plus minus of a plus 17. What did you see out there to make you so successful tonight?
Just trying to defend, trying to bring energy, trying to pick up the pace, and just try to create a little bit of havoc, trying to speed them up. Obviously, they're a little bit of a different team without Jokic, but they still got a ton of pieces that make it really tough. So, just trying to impact the game as much as I can on the defensive end, and trying to make that translate as much as I can to offense.
One of those pieces they have is Jamal Murray. How difficult was it trying to slow him down tonight?
It's always tough. He's really good at running the two-man game, no matter who he's running it with, and he's a guy that can go get his own and also get his team involved at the same time. And obviously, he trusts his teammates, and those guys feed off that. Getting a lot of confidence with him making the right plays, and so a guy that can score at that level and also get his team involved is always tough to guard. So that's what he did again tonight.
Caleb, tonight was your Mavericks career high, 4 points in a game. What do you think was going so right for you on the offensive end?
I think just thinking less, feeling better. Just trying to get as much rhythm as I can. It's one of the higher minutes probably I've played, and just be able to get a feel and a rhythm of the game helps me a lot. I'm one of the guys that will, I try to impact as much as I can, as quick as I possibly can. But that's not going to always be offensively first. Not always my mindset first coming into the game. So just trying to let the game come to me. It just flowed today.
Like you said, tonight was obviously high minutes played, and your role has gone a little up and down. Arrived in Dallas. What exactly is Coach Jason Kidd looking for from you in your minutes? What is he communicating to you?
I think just being confident, trying to be decisive, and you know, just off impact, you know, just trying to find my way. You know, obviously we got a lot of bodies, we got a lot of guys and a lot of talent on this team, so I'm just trying to find my way, you know, anywhere I can right now to impact the game as quick as possible. But you know, just trying to find a rhythm at the same time so I can, you know, step into shots confidently and let them go, and because I know I'm capable of, and obviously it's a year that I've been trying to find that. So the more I'm out there, the more I'll find it. I think today's a good example, but you know, I'm more than capable of doing that. So I just staying with it, staying confident, and being ready.
What in particular do you guys have to do tomorrow night to bounce back against Utah and win that game?
I think it's just mindset. I think, you know, just coming to the game, understanding that it's going to be a tough one, and obviously the back-to-back is always going to be tough, and we got to learn from our mistakes from the night, and we got to really have real carryover. You know, I think sometimes that we lack a little bit of that, and we could do a better job at that on the carryover of learning from the mistakes and applying it to the next game. So I think the more that we do that, the better shape we're going to be in. We're not far off when it comes to winning these games. We just have to tighten up, but I think we're more than capable of doing that. We have the pieces to do it, so I think we'll have the right approach tomorrow.
With a lot of these games, I mean, they've been really close for the most part. What's been the constant message when you guys are watching film just on how tight you guys stay in competition? And is it one little thing that you're looking to fix to kind of get over the hump, or what's the messaging been like?
I wouldn't say it's one thing. You know, a lot of it, too, is just the approach. Like, you know, I think the more that we're stay engaged and locked in and don't let whatever you know, was going on at the time, you know, discourage us. I think that we've always been good like that. You know, it's a game of resilience and a game who stays locked in the most, and you know, who can stay engaged and stay disciplined for the longest possible. And I think that we are more than capable of doing that, and the more we do that, the better the results are going to become. You know, we see that already in games where we have slippage. You know, we can definitely get over the hump if we just keep applying those messages and keep carrying it over.
Naji was just saying here, he was praising you for your resilience, saying not a lot of guys come back from the injury you had. Just how would you describe what it's been like since that injury, physically, emotionally?
Man, yeah, it's been tough. It's definitely one of the more tougher years I've had, and you know, but you know, I've been through tougher things in life, and at the end of the day, it's basketball, and I've been doing this my whole life, and I love the game, and I always look at things as a challenge, and I'm always up for a challenge, and so this is just another challenge, you know. And I feel like I've always figured it out, you know, wherever I've been. So I'm gonna continue to do that, you know. So bump in the road, keep figuring it out, keep your head down, just keep working, and the work will show.
Where do you feel like your body is at right now, and from comparison to the beginning of the regular season?
I feel way better. I feel way better. Pop is coming back, just, you know, burst and speed and all that stuff, and obviously putting all that and, you know, getting the mental side to catch up with the body, and it's all gonna be good. So I'm feeling a lot better and feeling a lot more confident in my body. I'm gonna just continue to try to just build on that as much as I can. Thank y'all.